Everybody, hi guys. I know this might look like a completely different setup. We have a completely different setup, Vishnu, today.
Backwaters.
Usually we sit side by side, but now for today we are sitting in two different places, two different time zones,
Countries.
two different continents, two different countries. Oh my god! All right, wow. How are you, Vishnu? How is everything going on?
No, man, good.
Everyone's
God's
asking
grace.
where Vishnu is. Everyone wants to know where Vishnu is. People keep calling for in-person consultation, and I keep dodging them, saying that sorry, we don't have in-person for a month.
I'm in a secret place. From backwater view, you can able to understand. You can guess the place.
Yeah.
So, guys, if you are watching, please drop down.
I think we should give free consultation for those who can guess your district from where you're from. Ooh, that will be
the last 2 days of appointment. Everyone knows that where I'm talking right now.
Yeah, like bird sounds, and then all of a sudden cricket sounds and all. Ones you don't hear in Canada. Wow. Anyways, thank you so much, guys, for joining in. I know this was okay. We have comments coming in from where you are. Okay, but thank you so much for joining in. I know this was pretty much a very last minute thing, but we were like, you know what? We thought we'll give Vishnu a break from doing lives, but then we were like, you know what? We cannot leave it like that. We'll leave him alone, enjoying the backwaters. We are going to talk about the CEC draws. OINP draws have come out. So many like draws, especially in like international student stream, in demand. Like I think that was a special announcement kind of thing. Like people like all of a sudden started calling, and we didn't know there was a draw happening. And I was like, everyone sending screenshots of the email of the notifications, and we were like, wait, did a draw happen? But in the website, there is no draw. And I'm literally behind Vishnu. Vishnu, did a draw happen? Because everyone's like asking right now. But at least I'm glad it started right now. Finally the PNP, the OINP draws is back.
Much awaited one, but really, like this time we can notice a lot of changes. So we are making a long video. Otherwise, we can just get all the session, like what's going on with the PNP also in this live.
We'll look into it. Like probably if we have some couple of minutes left to spare at the end, we'll definitely go into the PNP options as well. But anyways, let's start with what's happening with CEC, Vishnu. I mean, we saw a couple of draws with the healthcare coming up in like last week. There was one last month. Are we like expecting more draws to like happen, or what do you think is happening with the trend of CEC draws or like express entry draws?
So as per me, what I'm noticing now, Canada is more focusing towards a category-based express entry draw, and they are more focusing towards again the priority sectors. CEC draw supposed to be coming. So if you are noticing that in Parliament also, and the new policies which are coming now, again, the Canadian government starting to understand about the importance of international students. Now they are granting slowly, yeah, you can able to work. Okay, if you submitted your work permit, you can able to work. Approved LMI is not needed. They're making that kind of changes because now what's happening from last 1 year, I would say, is a lot of international students who was postgrad work permit or the work permits that expired. Now they are on visitor record. They are still in Canada. They can be an asset for the Canadian government or the Canadian employer. But unfortunately, because they cannot able to work, they are not working at this point. So to cover that, and that leads to labor shortage. Because trust me, the way we international students, immigrants work, no one can even compete on that. People complain in Canada saying that no, Canadians are not getting a job, no this and that. But trust me, Canadian employer, whenever I talk to them, they put one thing very clear, that the international student, the amount of time they work, the dedication they towards the work, that is unmatchable.
Yeah.
And slowly, Canada is understanding that the work permit right now, the new policy came, that is an evidence of that. So slowly, I'm expecting that CEC draw will be resumed. That is 100% it will be. But once again, the government is not directly wanted to change everything after the election, because then people started to mistrust them what they have did last year. But it is positive because right now, if you're looking into PNP also, okay, there was no draw, but when the draw happened, the first draw, 3,700 invitations, almost. Huge number. So it's positive somewhere, but still, everyone is waiting for the draw. CEC, I'm expecting that to be started very soon. It's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm just a little under the weather. All right, we have a couple of people who have commented where you are from. We're just giving a shout out to Ajesh, Rutvik. Hey, Rutvik. Hi, Ajesh. We have Klon, we have Tral saying Kerala. Ramya saying Kerala. Kerala.
Almost right, yes. Now guess the city.
Okay, now it's the city. I mean, Kerala is the right one. Kerala is
It's a beautiful, man. It's God's own country. It's a beautiful place, and right now the temperature is very much controlled. It's not too hot, rainy, and again, I always love to visit Kerala during this time, the rainy season. It's beautiful.
I know. I called my Ammachi yesterday. She was like grandmom, and she was telling like it's mango season over there, and she's just throwing wands because there's so many that she's not able to store all these. So she's just throwing all the like extra ones, you know.
No, that's true. Like I still remember when in my childhood we used to search for the mangoes. Like we used to aim that okay, which is the mango tree we're gonna be like ripen. We keep an eye on that, and right now there is so much mango are getting wasted. In my home, literally, there is like tons of mangoes are sitting there, and literally, my dad is every day going and giving it to the neighbors every day.
Yeah.
Still, the mangoes are getting ripened and it's getting wasted. But again, what I'm noticing is in Kerala, especially, the youngsters are not there. Very sad part. But the youth, the generation, like people who go for college, either they're going to Bangalore, other developed city or universities, or they are everyone, almost like I would say 70 to 80% of the families wherever I'm going, no one is there at home.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone is either in a hostel or they are abroad.
Yeah. I know.
The sad part,
even the I think Gulf, everyone after the education is done, they just try to move out. Like Kerala is a good place, but right now I feel like the youth. I'm kind of like blaming myself because I'm also
we all are like
Kerala. But yeah, like the youth is not there anymore.
No, youth is like literally like there used to be like a playground where people used to play like cricket. Right now, around the age of 40, 50, that is the age group of people who are playing there. I'm not seeing anyone low studying in college. No one is there. Youth is not there. Like there used to be a pond where like a lot of people used to come in the evening time. The youngsters used to be chill, but no one is here at this point. All the friends are abroad, everyone's in different states. Busy. Life is really getting busy, I would say.
Yeah, I know. I think Kerala I feel like because the youth is moving out, like even the development part of it, like even if they show our whole place and all, it still remains the same. There's not much of a change, right?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah, we're going out of the topic. Let's go back, Vishnu. We'll give a call after this live. We'll discuss. All right,
don't want to promote reverse immigration, right?
All right, we have Akshay saying you're in Alapi, and Chetna said you're in Kochi. Is it?
Kochi one is a little bit closer now.
Closer.
Alapi is something I'm going to visit like around in next 2 weeks. But yeah. Good one.
All right, chat. Make sure you put in your questions. Put in all the questions. We're gonna go on first come first serve basis. So whoever put in your questions, we wanna go through one by one. So in the end, before the team announces we're gonna end the live. So all the questions before that, we will make sure that we give an answer to it. Any questions with your CEC application with the experience, or will that be counted? Go forward. Make sure you use this time in the best way possible. All right. So
just one way, Eben, just before we start, guys, whoever watching this live, please note, last time there was a lot of questions. It was flooded with the questions, so we cannot able to answer all. There is a super chat option there. If you want your question to be answered first, use the super chat so that your answer will be picked up first. But again, if not, we are going with a limited time. It's already like midnight here. I do have like around 4 to 5 submissions. Otherwise, my site-up client would not be happy. So please note, it's limited time, 1 hour live session. If you want something some answer 100% in this today's live, please use the super chat. Explain your concern there so that it will be answered first. But please, whenever you're putting any question, put your first name, dash, and then put the question so that we can literally put that name in front of your question and then answer you specifically. Let's start.
Let's start. Let's go with questions, Vishnu,
Let's
one
go.
by one. In the meantime, we'll also catch up a little bit as well. All right, we have Prithvi who has asked, "Hey Vishnu, can you explain what other opportunities currently I'm on an expired permit with CRS above 500 going back to India?"
Hi, Prithvi. Sorry to hear that your work permit is expired, but two things. One, hopefully you know about all the options before your work permit expires. I always tell all the international students about the same thing, that don't wait for the last year. You should look into the consultation. You need to look into all the options in the first year of your work permit start. So by the time you complete your course, have a consultation with any immigration firm which can rule out your option based upon your profile, so that the 3 years of work permit you can plan it properly. Because for example, if you're saying that you're sitting around more than 500 points, if you could have planned it properly last year, the lowest CRS point was 507, you might have received the invitation. This year, the lowest score is 521. Unfortunately, you have to wait. But in your case, now, past is past, we cannot have any control over it. But this year, I would specifically recommend you, if your permit is expired, please do not stay in Canada. Save your expenses, like save your savings, whatever you have, take it to India, add your foreign work experience. Because if you get that 1 or 3 years of experience, or you get a 6 months of category based express entry draw experience, that can get you PR faster than waiting for the CEC draw. Because for example, if someone is sitting around 507 point, for example, okay, I'm just giving example, from January 2024, okay, and that person might be believing that, yeah, I may get an invitation very soon. Even I do have a client like that, 507, waiting for the draw from January onwards. When it reached to August last year 2024, the person was very positive that, sir, I will get my PR. I told that person that please get your IELTS, because it's nothing like, okay, you wait for it, whatever you can do, that you should do first. That particular individual not did, just said that, okay, it's reached to 508, I may be getting it very soon. And then what happened is everyone knows about it. Now it's been 1.5 years he's in Canada, and now this month he's planning to come to India to gain 1 year of experience. So please, Prithvi, if you're watching this, take my advice, save, take your money, whatever you have in your savings, come to India, enjoy your vacation, get a 6 months to 1 year of experience, add that to your experience, return Canada as a PR rather than staying there and waiting for the CC draw. Because if it doesn't happen, you are losing your hard-earned money every month, which would be around $2,000 at least. That would be my recommendation to you.
What about people whose work permit is expiring right now? I know that there's a whole lot of policy changes, and I mean, yesterday there was a whole cabinet meeting with like ministers about that work permit extension and like should not be given to people. Like I think the opposition party was having a huge this thing about like they like the current liberal this thing is giving a lot of work permit extension options and everything. So now if your work permit is expiring, like what do you think like they should do right now?
Same thing. Always have a plan A, B, C for the PR. Because now the point is, if you're just focusing on a work permit, trust me, I know a lot of international students who got a 3 years of work permit, and during COVID time they got an extension, and even after that they are not a PR. Because again, they are only focusing on one thing, and that is somehow they just wanted to get a extension work permit, but they are not focusing on the PR process. To every Can family member, I would sincerely request you that your aim need to be to getting a PR, not the work permit. Even if your work permit is about to expire, don't just focus on a work permit, focus on how to get a PR. Because if you can focus on that, automatically you don't need a work permit, but you will get a PR. And yes, it is possible. A lot of people will may say that, how can I get my work permit extension because I need to stay in Canada? But I would say, like I said, today I did 3 consultation. All 3 of them were about to get expired with their work permit, the postgrad work permit. And I recommended them one thing, that okay, we can do appeal where they can able to get some time, because the appeal which we have submitted last year in June to August still not processed. Only few application which we submitted from November to February is started to get a decision now. Still, they have got around 6 months, 7 months time. Again, fake extension, dummy extension are different. Appeal or a HNC application is different. You cannot combine both. when you do appeal, like when you go through a licensed immigration consultant lawyer, when they can do humanitarian ground submission, they can do appeal. Technically, it is not asking anyone that to grant the work permit. It's only asking that based upon the factor that a person is sitting around 500 plus point, studied 2 year, paying this much of taxes, working here. Please do not refuse the application. That is the ground. And that's why most of our application which we do appeal have no decision. Yes, some of the applications is getting refusal if the CRS point is around 460, 480. Because again, CIC also know that that is the score where the person will not get an invitation sooner. So appeal, HNC, compassionate, human compassion ground are still possible. I'm going to explain about the dummy work permit rumors also by the end of this live. But we are doing a live video, the long video, to explain about the rumors also. From last 1 week, I'm not there, but soon those videos will be coming up.
And what do you think about? I know we have a couple of questions, but I also want. This is mainly the questions I get a lot over calls and over DMs and everything. What do you think is an option for like being on a visitor record in Canada? Is it like a good option, like because especially with your expenses, but you cannot work and you have to like extend your stay. So being on a visitor record, is it like a wise decision for people?
I personally do not recommend anyone to be on a visitor record and stay in Canada personally. But if you are having an employer who is ready to do the LMI, you already do have an LMI, then yes, you can able to submit your closed work permit. And if you're already on maintained status, you can start working for the new employer. But it is not possible if you're already on a out of status, so or a visitor record. So there are regulation changes. So we are doing a long video which will be posted on our YouTube channel. So press the bell icon. Upcoming videos will be on the updates, what recently came. We are explaining that in a detailed way.
All right. And by the way, guys, we have a special announcement to be made. But we'll make it to the end of the video. We'll put it at the end of the video. It's a good thing, like especially for people whose work permit is expiring. It's a good option you can look into. All right, we'll go back into the questions. George, we will get back into back into your YNP question. Right now, we want to just focus on the CEC and express-centric questions. So we will get back into all the YNP questions if we have time at the end. All right. We have a question from Prabhat Gautam, who's asked, worked as an agriculture technician back home for almost 6 months, left job for around 6 to 7 months, then worked as an agriculture graduate technician for another 6 months. Can I claim points for 1 year of foreign work under CEC?
Okay, so now 6 months and 6 months of experience. What's the name? Sorry, I didn't get the
Prabhat
name.
Gautam. Prabhat Gautam.
Yeah, hi Prabhat Gautam. So you have 6 months and 6 months of experience. If both the experience are under the higher tier, definitely you can able to combine. But that is going under the FSW. The CEC is only there if you can able to get a 1 year of experience inside Canada. So if you get a 1 year of experience in Canada and you have a 1 year of experience back home, you can combine both. And if with that, if you are on CLB 9, then you are looking into somewhere 505 points. Prabhat, I hope you got an answer. Thumbs up if you get the answer. If not, kindly put a follow-up question there.
Yeah, put a thumbs up so that we get to know that your question is answered. All right, let's go to Chetna, who's asked, what happens after my PGWP expires? Is there a way to extend my stay? At least I can give my TEF exam and clear it, as I'm trying to prepare for it, like restoring my visitor status for the last 6 months.
Okay. Yes, Chetna, you can able to do that. You can go on a visitor record status, or you can do legal appeal under the humanitarian grounds. Again, it has to go through a professional lawyers or consultant who can able to do it. Once you do that, or if you're even on a visitor record, if you can able to do French, you can get NCLC level 5. Again, I'm not talking about B1, A2, B2, those kind of things. You need NCLC level 5. If you get that, you have a valid job offer letter. You have having an employer who can pay the employer compliance fee. Yes, you can able to extend your work permit. But once again, think about if you are saying that your work permit is about to expire, you need 6 months to do it. To every international student, okay, not just for you, Chetna, but guys, plan ahead. If you really wanted to do something, you had a 3 years of work permit with you. Why you wanted to wait for the last moment to rule out the options? Like I mentioned in the start of this live, that if you know anyone, if you know your friends, tell them to take a consultation from any immigration lawyer consultant who can look into the profile and tell you the option once by the time you complete your program. Not even I'm taking that as the first year of work permit, because once you have a clear guidance related to what all options you have 3 years with you. Think about Rashna, if you are the one whose work permit is about to expire, if you could have started the French 1 year back, you could have got it. By this point, you might have already applied for a 2 year of extension, or you might have already got a PR through the French speaking express entry. So please, guys, think, act sooner. Don't wait for the last moment. Right now, I can understand how much stressful, Rashna, you might be. Try to avoid that.
Like Vishnu, when you say like plan your this thing ahead, like in the first, especially in the first year of consult, like in the new PGWP, have a consultation and plan ahead. Like how do you plan if you don't have like a particular job or know which kind of job can help you get the PR?
Okay. So now,
Like basically most of our I'm just breaking up, like this is most of our plans come with the employment that we end up in, right? So how do you plan it again ahead?
okay. So now, when a student coming to Canada, okay, 99.9% of them are not just coming here for study. They are coming here to get the PR. Now they are the whole period of in Canada is divided into 3 different phases: study, work, and PR. Okay. While first thing, like when we do any study permit application, we just don't do the consultation for the study. We do consultation for the PR. So before the student come to Canada, like you are the real witness of that. There are a lot of international students who come through us, that we guide them that okay, how to get the PR through entering in Canada on a study permit. So the study permit, like okay, you're just coming here for 1 year of study, because again, like I always mentioned before, also you study 1 year or 2 year in Canada, doesn't matter. You only get 15 points.
Yeah.
The only advantage of paying the second year tuition fees is that you get 2 more years of work permit. But trust me, even after getting a 3 years of work permit, people are not getting PR. Where we have a clients who just study 1 year in Canada, if they do what I have told during the first consultation, they are already sitting around 520, 530 range. So for example, now, Abhin, your case, when you approached me, I told that take 1 year program. You did 1 year program. You had a confusion that should I go with a second year program. You decided not to take. We applied for your work permit. Unfortunately, at that point, the work permit was getting very approved very fast. 2020. Again, if it was this, you are getting 6 to 8 months extra. Right? He completed 1 year of experience here and already have a 3 years of experience from back home. 521 point. What else needed? Now, draw comes on 521, you are good. Again, after that, your work permit is about to expire. We applied for the appeal. Now, from January, this is already June. You got 6 months extra time already being on light status. You can work legally. But again, the same thing that what you did while before applying for a study, at least I recommend the Can family to do it while you are on study. Because now, it's not about that how much work permit you have, but how much time you have. So same thing with the financial management. It's not about that at what age you understand it. It's about when you started to save the money and you understand how to manage the money. So if a student is there who came to Canada, start planning that, okay, if I want a PR, I need to move the province. I need to have an employer. I need to move this community. So while the second program the person is selecting, the person can even move the second program to Thunder Bay, St. Mary or Sudbury side. Or move to Atlantic province or Yukon.
Got it.
Okay,
Yeah.
because that person know that okay, I cannot able to get a PR being in Ontario because I'm not getting an employer. Why don't I study the second program where my tuition fees is less, and after I complete, I can literally able to have a better possibility of PR. On the other hand, if the person have a 3 years of experience from back home, have a degree, okay, and if for example, if like I had a client who had a dentist background from back home, dentist. Okay, so it comes as a master's proficiency, 3 year of dentist experience, came here for 1 year of study. Last year, human capital priority stream, the draw was around 350 to 360 points, the lower score. She was hitting around 380 points. She was studying here, and the second semester she received the PNP. And by the time her work permit is expiring, now her already the the PR process undergoing. Because unfortunately, the PNP has took around 8 months to get it approved. But even though she got a work permit, now she's already the PR is applied. So now she's applying for like a bridging open work permit, and she can remain in Canada by just studying for 1 year of study, proper planning, and now PR.
Got it. Yeah.
So like it all depends upon that your profile.
Basically, if like you, because you knew the background that she was from a dental this thing and you knew the
Yes.
pathway, so it's more of like
Yes.
easier for you to navigate her options and everything.
Yeah, because again, she don't even need a 1 year of Canadian work experience. But literally, as of today, her PR is undergoing. She already received a PNP with her whole family. Still, she say that no, my friend is saying that I may not get my PR.
Yeah.
Think about the negativity in the community that a person who already have PNP approval, PR is submitted for the whole family. It's in accessibility right now with a 600 point, and she is believing, she is forced to believe that she will not get a PR. So that's how the community is going right now, where the negativities are more. But again, depending on the profile, definitely PR is possible. Even you can able to get a PR without 1 year of experience if you are under the human capital priority stream. Please note down human capital priority stream. Do a research on that. It includes healthcare, IT, and financial. It depends upon the CR's point. So if you meet, definitely you can get 600 point. And in this, you don't need Canadian work experience. Can family, you can even apply if you have an experience from back home. So like that, there are all other pathways are there where it's easy to get a PR, but you need to understand how to get eligible into it. And that's how the planning for this.
All right. Okay. Okay. That was a long conversation. Get back to the questions. I think we had a question from Prabjot, which we had asked about the agriculture graduate technician that she had from back home. Like you remember, like if she can calculate that for the 1 year CEC. She asked if you could just explain it again. She was not. She wasn't able to understand. Can you just give it in a brief, explanation?
Sure. What's her name?
Prabhat Gautam.
Okay. Hi, Prabhat Gautam. So, the 6 months of experience from one knock code and the 6 months of experience from second knock code, even though it is 6 months, you can able to merge it together. The only condition is that you need to have a Canadian 1 year of experience also. So, 6 months experience from India in two different knock code, if it's under tier 0, 1, 2, 3, that goes 1 year under the FSW. Plus 1 year of Canadian work experience under tier 0, 1, 2, 3, any knock code, you mix it together. And plus, if you have a CLB 9, you are sitting around 505 points. Simple, express entry, but it all depends upon the experience letter, duties, knock code, where you can able to merge together. Even though you might have seen that in CIC, it might be saying 12 months of continuous work experience. That is only if you are getting qualified for FSW. But that's what I'm saying. The loophole is that if you have a 1 year of Canadian work experience, you get qualified into CEC, but at the same time, you can able to add up 6 months experience from back home, and you can just get a 26 point into the express entry. So it's a point you are taking, not getting qualified into FSW. Who cares? You're qualified under CEC.
Well, Prabhat, I hope your question was answered. If it is, put a thumbs up or even like the video. Guys, like
Please.
the video. If you're
Please, your support.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know. We wanna make sure we wanna reach out to each
And
other.
let me know how many likes we are getting it. On that basis, we can decide if we have to do the live. Because again, if their support is there, definitely we can do more lives like this.
Sure.
But if it is not good, then we will go with our BTR video and other videos too. But again, keep me posted on this, how the things are going.
Let's go. So guys, I'm looking into the analytics now. Okay, we have Kushbu who's asked, hi Vishnu, I'm working in healthcare knock code 33101. My current score is around 450, but healthcare draws were around 500. I will be completing 2 years in September. What are my options or my chances?
Kushbu, please improve your IELTS, self-pip or PPT. Even if you don't have any experience from back home, if you have a degree, if you improve your CLB 9, you are sitting around 480. If you came after 12, then the maximum after even the 2 years, you can come around 450. My recommendation would be that if you still have a work permit, try to get into, you can have a back home experience if possible. that can add up to 26 point extra. But being in Canada, even if you complete one more year of experience, there would be not that much of change. So your IELTS or gaining the back home experience would be the options which you can consider. Otherwise, you need to have an employer who can support for your PNPs or RCIP or AIT. Those are the options for you. Hope you got an answer.
And a quick reminder for people who have asked outside of the express entry questions, because we will get back if we have time. We don't want to miss out anyone who has any questions regarding the express entry CEC draws, healthcare draws, not specific draws. So we're going to get into that first. We will get back into your questions later on in the video if we do have time.
Yeah. Abin, kindly look into the super chat also. If anyone posting it there, just put that on the screen, please.
Sure, I'll go shoot that question first right away. All right, we have Satyaraj who has asked, I'm 39 years old, currently in Barrie as a food service supervisor under a closed work permit. My CRS is around 417. What do you think are my best options at this stage? I have a new LMI and a closed work permit extended.
PNP would be the only option I would recommend. Foreign worker job offer stream is the only option which is practically possible. But let me tell you one thing. What's the name? Satyaraj.
Satyaraj.
Satyaraj. So hi Satyaraj. I strongly recommend you to look into foreign worker job offer stream. There you can easily get qualified if you have already 2 years of experience, median wage and employer support. But other than that, if you want to do anything, I would recommend you if you are already married, put your wife on a study so that you can go on an open work permit, or put your wife into some kind of a job which is other than healthcare, other than food industry and service industry. Because if you're even looking into the PNPs, not many people will tell you, as per the statistics, last 2 years in Ontario, if you're looking into, that is not that positive that those individuals who are working in healthcare and service industry receive the PNP invitation. It's not publicly told, but Ontario draws are very not specific. And this year, it is more about now regional also. So let me tell a little bit of a background so that people, the Can immigration can also understand. And again, I will just take a clip, just put that clip also, because this will be very eye-opener for a lot of international students. So let me tell you the background of the PNP, how it started. And so that you can able to understand what you have to plan if you're looking for a PNP. So before 2020, when we are looking into, Ontario had something called as first come, first serve. Okay, so that means whenever the PNP opens, people jump in to try to put an application. Those applications which pass through receive the EOI. Straightforward. Okay, but that had a negative side. That website usually crash. Not everyone can able to apply. So even someone have a quality cannot able to sometimes do a submission properly. After 2020, 2021, 2022, what happened is they introduced now about the point system. Like most of the other provinces, Ontario said that, okay, now everyone can create their profile. You can put there and then we do a draw based upon how much cutoff it is. Above that, whoever is there, they will receive an invitation. 2023, 2024, now, okay, the cutoff is there, but now they started to do that international student job offer stream, healthcare, international student job offer stream, skilled worker. So that means now not only that the person has to get into the OINP and meet the certain point, but also that was depending upon the sector, the priority sectors. And now when we are in 2025, now the new thing is you just don't just get into the PNP, you just meet the highest point and you meet in the priority sector, but also now it is the region base. So for example, an individual who is living in London, Kitchener, Niagara Falls, Windsor area, and having 97 points in international student job offer stream. Okay, but now a person is there who is in Barrie, in the same stream, same everything, same education, but because the person is there and sitting around 84 points, when the draw will happen, now the region base, if it comes to 82 in the northern Ontario region, that person will get an invitation, whereas the southern region will not even get an invitation, even though the person point is very high.
Got it.
So it's basically like multiple layers now, it's increasing, and that is basically pulled out a lot of qualified applications this time who's supposed to receive an invitation, but because of the region thing, they cannot able to get any invitations. This is very sad, but this just is an eye opener for all the Can family members that immigration is changing. So you have to understand and you have to plan it properly. I hope you got a new information here. We are posting a long video also explaining about the recent express entry, PNP, work permit, dummy work permit, LMI, those kind of videos also in detail, so that you will be informed in a right way and you can able to make your own decision.
Got it. We have a super chat from Paru. I'm gonna read all of his questions so it makes sense. I'm in Manitoba, but I'm under knock 11000 for finance manager. I have lost hope for Manitoba looking for PR or PNP. CEC for 3 years score is on 516 and NPNP is on 865. Done chartered accountancy from India. Now he has a question. Will CEC drop to 510 in August? His work permit is only until November 2025.
Parul, if you are seeing this, you could have got a PR last year. Now you will ask me how. Do you know there's something called as human capital priority stream? I just explained in the start of the live, okay? If you could have reached us last year sometime, by this point you might be already in the PNP in Ontario, that is human capital priority stream. The interesting fact about the human capital priority stream is that you can be in any province across Canada. You just need to create an express entry profile. Last year, the human capital for finance, it came around 505 points. So Parul, if you were supposed to be sitting around more than 505 last year in October, you could have received an invitation from Ontario. And again, you don't have to move immediately. You can able to move after getting your PR, but you could have got a PR by this point. Once again, your CA background, your experience, everything. Like right now also, you might have a multiple options with you. I never recommend anyone to stick with a Manitoba PNP with the profile what you have. Yes, it was good in 2023 before that. In 2024, it is not that great. Ontario or if Saskatchewan I'm looking into, these are the only two provinces which are more supportive towards the financial background. But yes, if you are the one who are already in express entry pool, you may need to look into human capital priority stream, talk to a consultant who can able to explain you or immigration lawyer who can able to explain you about this based upon your profile. But other than that, you can also explore other PNPs where or the employer based PNPs where employer can able to assist you because you have a good experience. You should try to consider into some of the employer in Atlantic provinces because if you can able to get a same knock code job, you can even apply for the AIP right away. You don't have to wait for 1 year of experience. Same knockout job, AIP. This year, you will get an AIP designation. Except the New Brunswick, you can apply in any other province. That would be my recommendation to you. But again, if I see your profile, I could have explained you a little bit more better. But human capital practice team is a shortcut for you. Okay, Parul? Good. Got it? Like it.
Alright, and even we have another super chat from Gagan. I think he deleted his couple of questions, but I'm going to go through his questions he asked. Okay, my CEC score is at 506 at max point with self-pip and will increase in August to 519 with 3 years of work experience in, I believe, in Canada. What do you think are my options and chances? I am in Ontario and I didn't get to apply last year because of personal issues.
519 is a beautiful score. Again, I'm telling this based upon the fact that is, if you're considering into the express entry, there is around more than 24,000 applicants are there who are sitting around that above 500. When I'm looking into more than 515, I would say there might be around 13,000 or 14,000 applications only because most of the people will be sitting around 500 to 515 in between. The reason for that, again, I can tell you that like this year, when the CEC draw was started in the month of January, it started from 540. 3 subsequent draws in the month of February, the score was already around 521. Again, this the last month when the CEC draw was happened, it went to 548 something around. But again, it was a very limited number of invitations. So, what's the name of the person?
Gagan.
Yeah, so Gagan. Yeah, Gagan.
Gagan Sandhu.
Yeah, so Gagan Sandhu, please, if you are sitting on 519, it's a very beautiful score. I understand you might be in stress. You are already on maximum CRS point. Don't do anything. Just wait for the invitation. But while waiting, if you can find any employer who can support you for the PNP, I would say you should create profile under the, if you're in Ontario, create a profile under the international student, because your IELTS is good, you get an employer support. If you're working in a good job, you are sitting around 80 plus point. If you're working outside GTA, that can be a second option for you. But yes, Express Entry 519, beautiful. I can understand you might be concerned because a lot of people's work permits expiring and everything, but just look into your surrounding. How many individuals you know personally who are sitting around 519, 520 points? In my database, I would say I might be having around 60 or 50 something around individuals who might be even having the score of more than 520, 519. So it's comparatively a good score. Don't panic. Just wait. You will get a PR, and once you get it, drop a text message to us. We will be also happy for you.
All right, we have another super chat, Vishnu. I think are we gonna go one by one? All right, we have Trail, who is thank you, Trail, for super chat. His question is, "Hi, Vishnu. It is a PNP question. Is there any upcoming draws planned for the employer job of an international student stream in 2025? My knock is 42201, and my score is 77, and I have 1 year of experience."
42201. Okay, done. What's his highest qualification?
You will have to put it trial. Trial. Also mention your name if you can. We don't want to call you as trial.
Yeah. Trial. Just put your name and just put your what's your highest qualification. Because you're working in 42201, there is a very good possibility that you have a better options. So kindly put your highest qualification so that I can guide you. We can go with the next question. We will come back to trial soon.
Okay. So the next question we have is of Sagar. Again, a super chat. I'm just seeing if he has any other previous questions. Okay, Sagar is, I have a 499 score in STEM as mechanical engineering technologist. What are my chances of getting an ITA? And as of now, he's an automation technician for the last 10 months.
Okay, so Sagar. So if with 10 months of experience, if you're sitting around 499, so that means in next 2 months, you will be getting the 40 points for your Canadian work experience. So if you add that, you're sitting around 530 plus point. Now, the point is, you have multiple options. Like first, you're qualified for FSW as of today. You're also qualified under the STEM, that is a category-based express entry draw, where you're sitting on 499. But in next 2 months, you are qualified under the category-based express entry with around 530 points something. So that means any draw comes under the STEM after 2 months, you should pray for one thing, that there should not be any draw before you can touch 2 months, okay? Because after 2 months, even if draw comes around 520, 500 invitation, you would be the one who will be receiving it. But after the 2 months, you also get qualified into CEC, Canadian Experience Class, which technically get you qualified because now your score is around 530. So now, if you're sitting on more than 530 with 1 year of Canadian work experience, your background and everything, you don't even have to be looking into any other option. Your profile is one of the best profile, I would say.
Sagar also said he has 1 year of experience in Canada as well.
So how the 10 months of experience?
So 10 months right now he's working as an automation technician. So his last job that he worked was as a mechanical engineering technologist.
Okay. Is there a license job? I hope he do.
You'll have to ask Sagar that first.
Okay. If you are sitting on 499, so then if you already have 1 year of experience, then definitely you might have losing point because of your IELTS English proficiency. Try to get CLB 9. If you already did IELTS, try CELPIP. I have noticed a lot of people in CELPIP are getting really good scores, CLB 10 even. Focus on that. Plus, the second thing, continue work experience so that you can get extra points. Third, look into the knock code which you're selecting, look into the duties and the employment requirement. What are the specifications? You might be engineer from back home, but here, if you're working in the specific STEM category, lot of knock codes which is mentioned in there in the employment section, you will see the certification. So please look into that. And then STEM is good. Category-based express entry draw is already there. So CEC and FSW, these are the 3 options for you.
Okay, we have Amal who asked a question about PNP. He's back.
So Sagar, if you got the answer.
Before,
yes.
Oh, he says Sagar also said no license before he was working as a retail sales supervisor.
Okay, yeah. Retail sales supervisor don't need it. So please, Sagar, focus on your English proficiency. Do self-pay, IELTS, PT, whatever you like. Try to get the maximum score because if you cross 500, then it is a really good score. Less than 500, it's good. But again, if just 500 draw come, you will miss that.
Okay, we're going back into Amal, through the trial person. He's you remember for 42201. He's under employee job offer stream, and his score is around 77. He's also mentioned a follow up that he did his secondary education in India and completed 2-year diploma in Canada as social service worker.
Going to Amal's question. Amal, if you are already working in 42201, you have a degree from back home, my strongest recommendation to you would be to improve your English proficiency as much as possible. The reason for that, why I'm saying that is, if you have noticed the recent healthcare draw, okay, so there was one draw which came before like 3 or 4 weeks back. That was for 510 for 50 invitations. Now the recent draw which came on the 3rd of June, that was again for 500 invitation. Score already dropped to 504 points. If we see a draw of 2000 or 3000, the score can easily come down to 470, 480 range. So now, Amal, for you, if you can improvise your English proficiency, one, if your score goes higher, definitely you are having the highest probability of getting a PR through category-based express entry draw healthcare stream. Second, human capital priority stream. That's the second option for you. Last year the draws was around same thing. Like the lowest draw was around 350, 360 around. So if you have a more than 1 year of experience, human capital priority stream is something which you can consider for, which is a PNP where you get 600 point. No employer support is required. It is same like express entry, but you need a continuous 1 year of experience in that. Third option, you are already qualified under CEC, Canadian Experience Class. Once again, the higher the score, the better the chances. If you have an experience from back home, then you are also qualified under FSW. But again, if you have a 1 year of experience, you already got 26 point. That's again one of the options. You have these four options under Express Entry itself. The fifth option which I would like to give is talk to your employer if they are ready to give you a PNP nomination form filled. If it is possible, you can even qualify it into international student or a foreign worker job offer stream, which can also get you the PR without even waiting for the express entry draws. Now, a lot of people ask that, okay, what is the probability of getting a PNP this year? Answer is very high. Let me tell you the reason for that. This year, 2025, the allocated quota for the PNP is around 11,000 applications. The first draw, which has happened in the month of June, it's took almost like 3,700 applications. So now we are remaining with more than 7,000 applications. Anytime the draw will come, if you are into a healthcare, skilled, agriculture, trade, or transportation, definitely you are having the highest probability than anyone else. So if Amal, for you, that's the last option, PNP, which you can consider to get a PR.
What do you think about trade draws, Vishnu? Like everyone's asking in the chat about trade draws.
480, 490, 500. Cook literally spoiled the, like again, I don't want to offend anyone, but that is my personal opinion that as soon as the CIC include the cook, it was like just like a brain game with the immigrants that it put cook. Everyone went back to work as a cook in a restaurant because everyone was getting away from the cook, like literally in last 1.5 years, because there was no PNP, AIP, no express entry, extra point or anything. But now CIC said cook, everyone went into that, and that literally spoiled the whole category-based express entry draw skill trade, because those individuals who are supposed to get PR with only 430, last year 433 was the highest draw. So even this year, if Cook was not there, we can expect the score around that range. But because now Cook is there, very hard that score even come down around 500. And it would be same like how what we see in CEC for healthcare.
True, yeah, I know. I mean, that was a big shock for a lot of people. It is still a shock for a lot of people. I mean, people are still digesting the whole fact that healthcare is around 500.
and I will tell you one thing. Now, this year, most of the people who went as a cook because they consider that's on the scale, what if next year it is removed? What happened last year also? Like they had a version 1, this is the version 2 of the category-based express entry draw. By like next 4-6 months, by the time those individuals who started working in right now as a cook.
Cook and all.
By next year, if we take it out, done. Classic waste of 1 year working on a minimum wage just because of the false assurances given by the social media. So always plan B and C is most important.
Okay. All right. Okay. Another super chat, Vishnu. Let's go. His BMJP says, does the job title is is job title important as roles and responsibilities important? Title is team leader, doesn't have a direct knock title, but roles aligns with the tier 2 job as a supervisor.
Okay, what's your name?
So it just says BMJP. It's a
Okay, BNJP, please drop down your name. We will come back to your question. Please drop down your name because I really wanted to pronounce your name. You are a valuable member of Can family. So please, whenever you put a question, put your name, put your question. We will take this question just after this. Next question, please.
Next question. We're going into Parth Patel.
We have a lot of parts particle man in our client database also. Last year I was looking into, we have around like 17 to 18 parts particles.
Yeah, the hardest part is getting the consultation forms. I'm like, when someone calls and is like, hey, I'm Parth, I'm like, okay, you might have to give me more explanation, more in detail.
That's one of the very common name with the Can team, but Can family.
Okay, I think I got Parth's question. So he says, my knock is 22302 and my spousal open work permit was refused because of the wage did not match the knock code. Are there any wage requirements for spousal open work permit?
So, hi Parth. Sorry to hear about the refusal, but again, you need to ask for the GCMS note because I believe it might be submitted by a agency and they might be giving this reason just to clear their back, but there is no wage requirement for spousal open work permit. Please get your GCMS note to understand the real reason. Parth.
All right, back into BMJP. Her name is Banu. And
Banu. Hi Banu.
Banu's question is: does job title important
Yes.
as roles and responsibilities?
Yes.
Important. And also, she has
Yes.
one more follow up. Is that knock code is as per title is 64410 indirectly, not direct knock code, but the rules matches with 62029 70.
Okay. So Banu, very important to understand. Okay, so this is for the whole Can family. Again, let me explain you. Whatever your employer calls you, it doesn't matter with the knock code. The knock code is based upon your duties. So, for example, if someone is in my office who comes for a cleaning, okay, and the person title is cleaner, but if that person's experience letter is having like a cleaning supervisor, and the duties follows that, like okay, cleaning, like maintaining the supervision of the cleaners, supervision of like maintaining the inventory, incident report, those kind of things. So even though the title say he's a cleaner, but the as per the duties he is a cleaning supervisor. Vice versa, if a person is a manager, okay, but now there is no duties, or if the duties is mentioning like cleaning the store, making the sandwich, welcoming the client, making the tea or coffee, okay, even though the title is manager, when you are looking into no duties or duties of a lower, it gonna consider under the lower tier. So answer to your question, Manu, duties are one of the most integral part of the knock code finding. Without that, you cannot claim the points. Your application will be refused 102%. If you wanted to look into the knock code, you need to match the duties. Then you need to match the titles. Then you need to match the employment requirement. These three things. So lead statement, duties, and employment requirement. These three things has to be matched as per the knock code. Then only you can say that you are in that particular knock code. Don't do Google. We have put multiple videos on that. So hope Banu, you got an answer.
I think one of the classic examples of roles and responsibilities is the cook title in McDonald's.
Oh, man, employer will call you cook.
Yeah.
Employer will call you anything, but now CAC will not call you cook because you're not a cook. Because as for the duties, you're not cooking the thing. You're just baking the things, microwaving. So again, duties are important, not the title.
All right. Next question. Another super chat from Parul. Parul, we are coming to your question and just going one by one. Parul, we'll get to your questions. All right. Parul's question is: current employer can assist for work permit extensions. 516. Will his current CEC is at 516. Will drop to 510 in August. MP's score is at 865. Work permit till November. Any avenues, or should I apply for human capital prior to stream?
So, Paru, just create an express entry profile. So again, I believe you are creating by yourself. That's why you're just much stressed. Because if you could have went through any agencies or a good lawyer, they could have told you human capital priority stream is something which you don't need to do anything. In the express entry itself, second last page, it asks what all like provinces you are interested. Select all of them. No cost, no money. Just selecting that automatically get qualified you for the human capital priority stream. That's a beauty about this particular stream. Okay. Now the second thing is you're already on a very good score as per the Manitoba PNP, but again the draw has to come again. All the things what is going on with Ontario, same thing is going on with the Manitoba also. It's not that your profile is weak. It's more about that the time you have created your profile and now when your birthday is about to be in August, happy birthday in advance. That is just making the whole thing. But trust me, with the score, even if come to 510, if the CEC draws start around 4 to 5 draws of around 3 to 4,000 each invitation, you would be the one who will be receiving it. But on the backup, human capital priority stream, you don't need to create a profile for that. Just an express entry, you have to tick the Ontario. Automatically, anytime now, next time the financial related human capital will come, you will get a notification. You submit your PNP nomination, 600 point. Through that, you apply for PR. If you wanted to move before, you can, but otherwise, you can move after getting your PR also. So I hope, Parul, you got an answer. All the best, bro.
Awesome. All right, so many super chats, Vishnu. I'm just confused. All right, so remember the spousal open work permit rejection he got because his wage requirement didn't happen. So Parth has said he got his GCMS notes, and the spouse's wage in Canada does not match the NOC provided. Therefore, the applicant is not eligible for an open work permit under R205. So he says, please refund OW, open work permit fee. The spouse's wage in Canada does not match the NOC provided. Therefore, the applicant is not eligible for open work permit. That's the reason mentioned in the GCMS.
No, Parth. So as per the regulation of open work permit for the dependent, there is no requirement for the wage. Even if you are working on a minimum wage in express entry in a spousal open work permit, no, nothing about the wage is there. So what I would recommend you is you can raise a federal appeal or you can raise a general appeal to the same application which was submitted. If it is through a immigration firm, ask them to raise an appeal, because this is again one of a thing where the CIC officer is somewhere not believing that that application is good. They just put some of the reason. But if this is a refusal, definitely you have a grounds to appeal on it, and definitely I believe that it should get positive. But also what you can do is contact the local MP, because now you may get a PR, you will become a citizen. If you are contacting a local MP, try to ask them to explain your concern to them. And as per the IRPA, there is no wage requirement for spousal open work permit. So your request is genuine, contact them. They can also raise a question, because again, if it is a oversight or a decision is made with an error, definitely you can expect the positive decision after the reconsideration. So Parth, local MP or reconsideration is the way.
That's good. All right, we have another question, another super chat from Deep, who has asked, I'm working.
I believe today also the last time thing is gonna happen. But please, yeah, let's go on.
Well, give it a try. I want to go back to other questions as well, but we do have super chats. So, all right, let's go. We have Deep, who says, I'm working as a pharmacy assistant. I'm at 81 points in IS, International Student Stream, in OINP. Came after 12th and did 2-year diploma here. PGWP is expiring in 2027. What are my chances of getting a PR?
What's the background?
Pharmacy assistant, working as a pharmacy assistant.
Okay.
And in international student job office, I think stream. ISS is in
81.
history.
So the
He's on
2027, the work permit is expiring. So technically, he might have. So what's the name?
deep.
Deep. Hi, Deep. So I believe you might have received your work permit this year. You have till 2027. No, last year, I believe, like 2023, 2024,
2024
2025, 2026, 2025, 2026. Yeah. So you got a work permit technically
last year.
last year. Yeah. So you might be having 6 months of experience. 81 score is pretty decent. Two things which I would recommend you is first, if your notice of assessment for last year is more than 40,000, that will add 3 points. That's the first thing which you need to look into. If you are last year wages overall income is more than 40,000, if not, this year try to have a wage of more than 40,000 so that you can get 3 points. One. Second, automatically when you complete your 6 months of experience, now 1 year of experience, you get extra point. You can look into that. Third, ask your employer for the wage increment. If you're currently on less than 20, try to ask more than 20 or more than 25 points because that again add more points. These are the three things which I recommend to you, Deep, so that your overall point will increase. The reason why I'm telling you, if you can come around 85 and above, that is a really good score for the healthcare. Last year, the draw was around 72, 74 point something general, but this year, I would say 81 is a really good score, but try to improve the score as much as possible because what I'm noticing is this is not like I just explained to you. It's not just only about the priority sector. Yeah, you are coming under the priority sector healthcare, but about region also. So if you are in one of the northern territory, some like southern, like not southern, like other than southern Ontario, if you are in any other part of Ontario, the probability is more, but still 81 is a decent score. Try to get above 85 for the highest probability under the international student job offer stream. And the three ways to increase your score is notice of assessment more than 40, wage, and experience. I believe you got an answer.
Like the video, if you got an answer.
Yes. We really want that your support so that we know that okay, this kind of sessions are really helpful. We really wanted to, like I said, technically now it is almost 1 a.m. here in India, but still I love to come online and guide my CAN family if it is productive. So that's something Abhin always tell me that no, bro, it's really good. Let's do it. I hope this time the statistics will show that.
All right, we have another super chat from Ajish saying his name is Ajish John. His wife is the primary applicant, and they got invitation for human capital priority stream in October 2024. But right now, their work permit is expired last month, and now they are on an implied status. They're working as an RN in Sudbury. Oh, Vishnu, love these RN people. And got a human capital invitation in 2024. Now our work permit expired and implied status. What should we do right now?
Okay. So once again, congratulations. RN, you don't need to worry. If you might have submitted a extension or the implied status of the work permit extension through a proper immigration firm, if they could have put an appeal, because now one thing is Canada really need international students, immigrants who are working. Specifically, if it is healthcare, skilled, the appeal get a little bit stronger. Because like I said, I do have clients where we have submitted an appeal in last June and July, and they're still working. So it's like 1 year, they are still working. But if someone's score is less, then yes, they are getting a refusal. But now, in this kind of scenario, there are two things are there. Definitely, if you're saying human capital, you already received an invitation, you have submitted. Current processing time is almost 1 year. Okay. What my recommendation would be, take a letter from your employer saying that they wanted to get a status update as soon as possible. Include the letter with the explanation and raise a web form. Mention that she is working as an RN. The healthcare facility really need her full time. They are ready to support, they are ready to do anything, but again, they wanted to get a confirmation on her status because they cannot afford to lose her. If any manager letter, recommendation letter you can able to get, raise the form. Because now the point is, people believe that CIC don't care about anyone, ONP don't care about anyone, but trust me, the Canada cares about the employers, Canada cares about the healthcare, the priority sectors, overall everything. When you are working in that, and when the PNP know that or the CIC know that already the PNP application is submitted and it's been now 1 year, the decision is not there. That is something OINP is mistake, not your mistake. On top of that, if you can put a proper submission, you may not even get a decision, and that will put both of you on an implied status for a long time. You don't even have to worry. But again, like I said, already you have submitted an application. Right now, you cannot do anything with a work permit application. Don't even touch that. But please raise a web form for the PNP and explain that employer needed, include a recommendation letter. Definitely that can get a decision faster. So John, I believe you got an answer, and I'm really looking forward for a text message from you once you get a nomination, once you get a PR. We would be happy for you.
All right. To the next super chat, Vishnu, we have George Thomas has asked also, with the unemployment surge in manufacturing sector in Ontario, does it negatively impact on the OINP skilled trade stream?
No. So once again, when you're looking into OINP skilled trade, now it's all depending upon the number of applicants which has already been allotted for that. If you notice that, this is the same thing. Like if the people, like again, everyone raised their own theories on it. Okay, so CEC draws not happening, PNP draw not happening, like all the draws. Like if not in Ontario, if you look into most of the other provinces also, I'm seeing good number of draws for the Saskatchewan, Alberta, and right now for the PNP in Ontario also. BC is very dry. Same thing going on everywhere, irrespective of which particular stream you are applying. I'm seeing this theory. I already read one of the theory which says that okay, because now there is an unemployment ratio is less or more, now the draws may have influence. But again, these are all theories. As per the CIC, they have already said that this year they want 3,995,000 application for the PR. They need to reach that. And like everyone knows, this year it was very dry till June. So like last year, after May, June only, the draw started CEC. And by August, it reached to around 507. This year also, it will be happening, or it must be happening. Waiting for that, but just wait, man. Don't worry about it. If your score is good, that's good. But please do not just depend upon the skilled trade worker. Yeah. Work on your English proficiency and boost the score as much as possible.
All right, guys. Also, I think that I can ask the team to put a poll up there. Make sure you choose which NOC specific draw do you think will come next. Is it the trade? Is it the agriculture? Is it the STEM? A lot of questions are about STEM. We're getting into it.
So, the guys, let's make it interesting. After this live is done, okay, you can able to put comment that which draw you think would be coming up next and what would be the closest cutoff. Post this on our YouTube after the live is posted. Anyone who is gonna be closest to the answer, closest to the draw which will be coming up next, will get one free consultation. Oof. So please note, do not put that in this comment at this point, because once we close, this whole comment will be gone. So please wait until we upload this live to our YouTube channel. Then you can put which stream, what the cutoff is, and definitely one lucky person will get a call from our office who will be getting a free appointment. Yeah, so let's make it interesting.
I still remember Hari Krishna. I think his name is Hari Krishna. He was the lucky person last live. He got a free consultation. All right, yes. Vishnu, we're gonna go on a rapid fire round. We have a lot of questions. We have limited time. Let's see how much we can cover. All right. We have a question from a lot of things. Okay, Minu MJ, who has asked, "Hi, I'm a registered pharmacy technician in Ontario. I got YNP invitation in September 2024, but still no updates. Also, my CRS is on 472 in health stream. My PGWP is expiring in September 2026. Do I have any other options?"
So, Minu, please improve your IELTS. If you're sitting on 470, definitely you're not on CLB 9. Please improve your IELTS score. That is the first recommendation. Second one, did she say that she already received a PNP invitation?
OINP in September 2024.
So you already submitted. If it is through an international student job offer stream, the current processing time is 6 to 8 months. So I believe you should be expecting the invitation draw very soon. If not, I would strongly recommend you to reach the OINP racer reform. They're supposed to be getting a decision at least, because it's now September to June now. It's almost like 9 months. already you have surpassed the normal processing time. Sometime it taking 12 months. I do have some clients where we have submitted the PNP like non-express entry last June, July, still undergoing few of the cases, but definitely raise a web form. You will see some update, but I'm hopefully positive that you should be getting a PNP confirmation very soon. But if not, express entry, improve your CRS would be the best option.
Okay, we have Ivy who's asked for her name is Ivy or for OINP foreign worker stream. Does the previous work experience should it have the same title and the job offer as the current job experiences?
Sorry, I didn't get. I got
So
distracted.
Ivy has a question. The question is, even for PNPs and express entry, does the previous work experience should have the same job title as the job offer, or just proving this previous work experience is similar, has a similar duties? Is it fine?
Okay, so it's for the PNP or express entry?
For PNP and express entry.
For the PNP.
Yes,
Okay, so if it is a so what's the name? Ivy, right?
Ivy George.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, Ivy George. So for the PNP, if you have a same knock-out job, then you can able to get the points for the whole period. So for example, if you had a 6 months of experience prior, now you have another employer where you just recently start working with the same knock-out, you can able to match that and you can say that you have a 6 to 12 months of experience in Ontario. Okay. Now, when I'm looking into express entry, you can have a totally different knock course experience. Doesn't matter. You can still able to get a PR in this way because in express entry, the only thing matter is that you need to have a tier 0, 1, 2, 3 job, full time, get paid. Even if it is a 4 different knock code, 4 different employer, accumulate everything, 1 year of experience, good to go.
She also said that I'm also, if I'm making a work experience reference letter with the current job, current date, is it fine for YNP foreign worker stream?
Yeah, anything is fine. So in foreign worker job offer stream, technically you need a 2 years of experience. It can be in last 10 years. So even if it is from outside Canada, inside Canada, you can accumulate everything. The current job has to support you and fulfill the eligibility of the OINP foreign worker job offer stream. Simple, straightforward. If it is the case, it is one of the best stream because less competition is there. Not many people apply under the foreign worker job offer stream. Okay, good.
All right. Hi, Niven is asking, hey Vishnu, some people are saying that the IRCC have backlogs of high applications, and with this, will this affect the cap for 2025, 2026, 2027 intakes?
Okay, so if anyone noticed that, again, one of the rumors, and let me tell you from where this all rumors are coming. Okay, because I am also part of that forum. So KP forum is there where a lot of immigration consultants are there. Everyone posts their opinions, the recent trend, the refusal they are getting. So right now, whatever you see about the unaccompanied spouse PR, you are seeing about a lot of things which is going on in social media. It technically come out of one thing, and that is the KP forum. Okay, very common. Okay, everyone is sharing their opinion, but when it comes out by one of the immigration consultant, it is now circulated in a very odd way. When I'm saying odd way, it is like negative now. Same thing is going on. Like if you're noticing that from last October onwards, there is no express entry, proper like kind of express entry or a CEC draw is going on. So less application is going on. Okay. Compared to last year when there was a repeated express entry draw was going on where the score was very high, this time at least we can say that at least 6 to 7 months there is no draws even going on. So there should be backlog less than compared to last year's, and this not supposed to be influencing the upcoming draws or upcoming processing time. The processing time again depends upon the number of applications what they are receiving. Express entry currently inside Canada taking around 3 to 5 months. Outside Canada is taking around 5 to 7 months. Only PR sponsorship within Canada is significantly increased, and the reason is very clear that nowadays each and everyone whose work is about to expire, they go with the most easier option to get married or Manlo and get a PR. That's why the CIC has increased the processing time. But again, once you apply for that, you can get an open work permit. It's a good thing that you are on a valid status while you are waiting for the PR. But other than that, I don't think the backlog thing is the reality at this point in 2025. It might be just that immigration just wanted to control the immigration flow. That's the reality right now going on with the whole thing. That's my take on this question.
Okay,
I
that's
hope you got the answer, or it was complicated. Let me know. We can just put it in a different way.
okay. All right. Is my voice okay? Is my voice audible? You can
Yeah,
hear the voice, right? All right.
good.
Okay. We going into the next question. Is all right. All right. We have Kamal. Kamal was asked. My CEC is at 478. I have 2 years of experience as assistant manager at gas station in BC. PT, I have score of 90. That's pretty good. Work permit expiring in October. I have started French, but too late. Is there any other options available?
Okay. So, unfortunately, BC working in gas station, PT 90, but again, it's not overall. It depends upon the individual. So, you need to look into if you are on CLB 9.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a 2 years of experience, also, just like you don't even have a Canadian work, like a other experience from back home, you still be sitting around 480 plus point if you have a CLB 9. So, what's the name? Sorry, I didn't get the name.
Kamal. Kamal is the name.
Yeah, Kamal. Yeah, so Kamal. So Kamal, I would strongly recommend you one thing. Okay. Now again, my recommendations goes not what you usually hearing. So my recommendation in your file is if till October you have a time, please till October get the experience whatever you can able to get. If you are applying for an appeal, don't apply for a dummy or a fake extension, please. If your work permit is on, if you want to do appeal, if your score is really good, you can try for that. If not, leave Canada. Try to get 6 months to 12 months of experience from back home. I understand, Kamal, you might don't want it to listen or hear this kind of option, but trust me, a score of 479 or 480 at this point is not a good score when specifically you're just working in a customer service kind of an output. So better going back home, working for 6 to 12 months, add 26 points to your file. By the time you improve on your French, improve on your English, you will be sitting around 550 plus point if you get a French also. So once again, decision is up to you, Kamal, but please save your money, don't fall on the rumors, and please don't spend the money what is you hard earned based upon someone is saying you okay the person will get you a LMI and make you work on the minimum wage. Better going back to India, saving your expenses. Even if someone asks you for 10,000, that's around 6 lakh Indian rupees. That 6 lakh Indian rupees you can spend every month 50,000. Still you can able to sustain a very good life back home because you don't have to pay rent. You can pay your mom, dad, go for a vacation, and still you will have a money and plus you can have an experience. Come back as a PR. So again, current situation, yes, it may feel that okay, how can I leave Canada? Trust me, I have clients who recently got an invitation in healthcare job, and they were waiting in India from last 6 months. But now today, they are the most happiest people because they believe that they have to be in Canada on a visitor record. Their friends who stayed in Canada now, they are literally using their credit card. They are going into that crisis, the economic crisis. But the person who left for India is saying that, sir, I'm enjoying. I don't want to come now. Get my PR. After that, let me know so that I can travel to Canada. No hurries. So, Kamal, look into this suggestion. That's my recommendation, please.
Okay, and because of the time limitations, the chat is officially gonna be closed because we're gonna answer only the questions that's there in the like in the chat that is there. All right, we have Josh Shaju is asking quick question. When is CEC pool after adding Canadian experience for NOC levels for 1 or 2 years? Should we be still working in the eligible NOC level job, or is it fine if we work in a 4 or 5 level job as well?
No, man. You can work, you can don't work, you do anything. Doesn't matter. Once you claim the point, it's like 1 year, you got the points. Now it's second year, you work for 4 5 months somewhere else, you can do that. If you wanted to work again, then you get a second year point when you complete that. But once you complete everything like 2 year, you're sitting around 520, you still have a 1 year of work permit, and now you wanted to make some money. You wanted to go with tier 4 where the wage is higher, but it's not recommending, like not supporting for PR, that's fine. That's totally fine because once again, there is no criteria that you have to continue working throughout the process. Even you are on a visitor record, you are on visitor visa, you go back home. In express entry, there is no restriction like you have to continue working in the same knockwood. So I believe you got an answer.
Okay, that's good. We have the next question from Parul. We have already asked a Prabhat. All right, we have a question from Rajan J, who has asked, Raj took a consultation recently. Raj, okay, let's go.
Hi, Rajan.
If I have bachelor's degree, 2 years of experience in India, 2 years of experience in Canada, and a CLB 9, then what will be my CRS score?
Now I'm using my brain now. Okay, so 2 years of foreign work experience, 2 year here, you should be sitting around 520. Again, I'm just calculating this over my like behind my head. 520 around would be right. Abin, what would be the score?
505 is CL. Wait,
With a 1 year of
yeah,
1 year of experience, 1 year,
yeah,
2 year is
517,
same.
517 something.
Yeah, 517, 520, that would be a CRS point.
Good
So
question.
he's just testing our proficiency and level of immigration knowledge.
All right,
Let me know, Rajan, let me know, Rajan, what is the CRS point? 517 or 520? That's the around. That should be around.
by the time you answer the next question, I'll find the answer for you. All right, we have Deep. Deep who has asked, I'm currently completing my studies in Canada, which is expected to end in August 2025. My study permit is valid until November 30th, 2025. I also have a 10 years, like multiple entry
Visa.
TRV. Yeah, I have a few questions regarding my situation. Can I travel to India after completing my studies in August and return to Canada before my study permit expires in November 2025?
Yes,
We
you
answered
can.
this question in the last live as well.
Yes. So, what's the name?
His name is Deep.
Hi, Deep. I believe you are not following us on Instagram or the YouTube also. Please do subscribe our channel and press the bell icon because every time whenever we come live or our videos are usually something which have a lot of information. Let me but answer you this question now. That yes, you can travel. You can travel with a valid visa or a permit what you have with you before it expires. I always recommend to every international student that it's the best time to travel is immediate after your course completion because you must be having 3 to 4 months of extra study permit valid and you have a valid visa. Travel, come back. So, for example, if your work permit, study permit is about to expire in November, don't apply for a work permit immediately after completing your program. Travel after 2 months, come back. So, for example, if May or for example, in September your course is completed, September and October go to India, come back before November. At the border, they don't ask anything. People do create a lot of rumors, but if they even ask, you can say that I am supposed to go to India for a vacation. I came back. Now I am going to apply for a work permit. Or even one day before you travel, you can apply for the work permit online. Any are taking 5 to 7 months. You can show them, but CIC officer is not concerned about what is the intention because intention is very clear that you completed a program. You are about to apply for a work permit. This is the best time so that you don't miss your postgrad work permit period. Plus, you can also have a good vacation. And this is really good time in India, man. It's not that hot, warm.
Deep also asked if it's okay if we can apply for PGWP after returning from India, or is it
Yes.
necessary to apply before I leave?
No, you can do anything. If you want, you can apply before leaving, like before returning to Canada, or even you can apply after reaching Canada. Doesn't matter.
All right. Next question we have Sagar. We already asked Sagar. Okay, Chetna has a follow-up question. She asked, I'm not sure if you answered this, but please let me know if we go back to India, what kind of occupation should we aim for in India to gain experience to get picked for category-based draws?
Just a minute, click.
Sure. In the meantime, guys, if you haven't subscribe, it's gonna be down there button, like button also, guys. This today's live, it's all counted, huh? Full analytics. Make sure you check.
No, I need it. Okay, yeah, sorry. I was getting just a lot of messages, so I told everyone now. Okay, good. So yes, definitely analytics are very important because now we will decide like how to continue it. So we have a BTR sections where the break the rumors is there. It's a little bit funny. Then this is a live. There is a talking with Can. So there are different segments. We are now putting more towards which segment the viewers like the most. So definitely let's see which one is more productive. So yes, Abid, sorry. Your question, please.
I have a question I'll ask. So we remember we had spoken to Chetna, whose work permit was expiring this year, and you asked her to go back to India. Her follow-up question is, if she's going back to India, can you tell me what occupation should we aim for in India to gain experience to get picked in the category-based draw?
That depend upon her profile. So Chetna, I would strongly recommend you that to look into your profile or have a consultation with any immigration firm, because once again, telling just any a job will not work. It need to align with something which you are already having expertise on. Plus, if it is under the category base X% law, then that will be useful. So I would say review your profile to get a better answer.
Okay, Gautam Kehar has a question. Will I be able to skip the work experience requirement for RCIP Sudbury if I'm an international graduate 1+1?
Again, depending upon your score, depending upon which from where you have studied. But once again, Sudbury is something, like I said, RCIP is a very limited number of applications are there. So the highest possibility or the higher probability of the invitation is to those individuals who studied there, who work there, who have employer in a particular priority sectors. Those are the individuals who is getting more invitations, I would say, for the recommendation from the community. If you are in food industry or you are in service industry, it's a little bit harder. Again, it's not public, but that is something which we are seeing those individuals who submitted the application.
Okay, we have another question. DP Gaming. Probably DP Gaming, if you can put your name in, I'll ask you a question with the name. All right, now we got the whole hang of it. All right, okay, let's go. We have Sarang who has asked, my work permit is expiring in 1 year. Accountant tried OINP and everything, but points are sky high and hard to be eligible considering recent draws. I'm planning to apply for closed work permit as an LMI. How is the LMI situation right now?
Okay, so accountant. So once again, it's a licensed profession. If he is working as an accountant, what's her name? Mayank.
Sarang. Sarang.
Oh yeah, hi Sarang. So once again, bro, you're working as an accountant. I didn't get because again that need a CPA. You having a license to work as an accountant? That's one thing. But yes, if you do have that, you should try to improve your English proficiency so that you can go under the human capital priority stream. That's one of the good one where you can able to look into. Also in Saskatchewan, there are certain streams are there where you can able to look into. It's again, you need to create an ONP, like a SINP profile for the Saskatchewan. But yes, there do have some streams which is more targeted towards the financial knock codes. Look for that. But yes, if you're looking for the LMI, definitely that is the best option at this point, because after December, January onwards, those LMI applications which we have submitted in last January and February already got a LMI approval. So it's way more faster than those applications which we submitted last year, which is still under the process. So good one. If you have an employer, start the LMI, but also try to boost your CRS for the eCPR. So Sarak, what answer?
Okay, Shia has a question. Hey, Vishnu and Can team. Hello, Shia. All right, I'm an Ayurvedic doctor back in my country with 6 years of experience. Now I'm doing a master's in healthcare and working in as a MOA. MOA is
medical office attendant, I believe.
Probably. Can I create a profile with being an MOA?
You can, but again, it depends upon your current knock code and the previous knock code. Both the knock code depend upon the duties you perform. So if the duties are good, definitely you can able to create a profile based upon your CRS. You may get an invitation.
Awesome. To the last 10 minutes of the live. All right, guys, also let us know what you guys have for lunch today. I'm in for dinner for Vishnu. I'm in past dinner for Vishnu. It's
I'm going to have a breakfast. My breakfast is something I'm waiting for now.
I see sleep written on your eyes,
No, I do have a submissions after this. I'm waiting for that. So from 2 to 7 in the morning, I need to do submission. Otherwise, Chris will kill me.
Chris, we will spare Vishnu very soon. All right. We have Darshi who's asked, I am a registered early childhood educator with more than 1 year of experience. I am applied for OINP and my foreign and in international student stream. And my score, and I've created this thing in international student job offer stream and in the foreign worker stream. I believe the question is
it's not possible. She cannot able to get foreign worker job offer stream.
So it's OINP into ISS with 63 and FWS for 46. Is it possible?
So she is not qualified for the foreign worker job. She's not meeting the eligibility. It is something we need to look into. So sorry, what's her name?
Darshi.
So hi Darshi. Please look into the eligibility criteria of both the streams. I have seen recently also multiple applicants who receive the invitation. After the invitation, they are looking into that their employer is not supporting, they have a mistakes with their profile. Please don't do that. If you're creating a profile, do it one time proper to avoid the disappointment. Because yeah, it's a very good thing that you got an invitation, but then you have to decline it. So once again, the foreign worker job offer stream, I don't think you are qualified. That's why your point is 46. But under the international student job offer stream, if you create it properly, wait for it, you should be getting an invitation. If your score is above 85, that is really practical score, what I'm noticing, which has the highest possibility at this point.
Sagar Tail has a question. Do you think there will be a STEM draw this year? At least
Yes,
one of
Sagar.
them.
Sagar, yes, definitely. There should be one of it. 102%. Last year also there was one draw. There should be. But now again, the point is, there is no draw even coming up. Like I said, they did the healthcare twice. They are totally ignoring the this one. Like they are ignoring the agriculture. They are ignoring the STEM. These two are still remaining. You're not even one draw came. We can anticipate that because what we have noticed last year also, they started doing the draws for CEC and everything past June, and immediately by August they have gave a lot of invitation. By October they have stopped everything again. Same thing can happen this year. Hold tight, try to get the maximum score. And Sagar, I am waiting for your text message saying that you got an invitation. Man, we would be really happy for you once you get an invitation and the PR. You deserve it.
Right.
And I mean it.
All right. Prabjeet has a question. Do you do HNC applications?
Sorry, we don't do HNC application. I only take pro bono cases, maybe one, like very limited application. Last year we did only two applications. So, unfortunately, we don't. There are some good immigration firms who do, but we are very selective with that because in Canada immigration, it's only me who do the applications. We don't do such a small family business. So like I said, you guys are part of the Can family. This is my Can team. So we like to go very quality-based applications. Agency take a lot of efforts to make it positive, and then we don't go with number of applications. We wanted to put the quality. So unfortunately, this year I'm not taking any application for agency, but next year maybe. But what I would recommend you is go through well-renowned immigration firms, lawyers who technically do and who have a good reputation in agency. Talk to them. If you feel connected to them, then only go with them. Otherwise, I have seen disappointments and refusals in that when people just do it for the money's sake. So just be safe.
Shrey contractor, Shrey.
Try you, bro.
Right. He has a
Have a
question.
client.
Yeah. Why does STEM being deprioritized really mean? There are heavy changes made there, no code addition and subtraction. But what's the point if they aren't even going to launch a STEM draw?
Again, there's a old say: never argue with wife and boss. And now I can say that never argue with wife, boss, and CIC. Whatever they do, that's the right thing. Right now, unfortunately, I know, like I said, okay, at least STEM category is there in category based express entry draw. I feel pain for those individuals who are working in the transportation sector. They are totally got neglected from RCIP, AIP, express entry, PNP, all those things.
Yeah.
There's very limited number of opportunity for them. But again, Canada is changing. It seems like if someone coming to your home, it's on you who you wanted to invite. So you might have hundreds of friends. You might just invite four of them, five of them. It's up to you. Same thing. Canada immigration system is like literally shaken from last year. This year it is getting revamped. Maybe by next year it gets stabilized. But yes, STEM, it's something, yeah, people may think, like I said, skilled. Everyone is working as a cook from the time it is there. Until now, there is no draw. Mind game. CIC can do anything. It's a boss. But sure, we just have to wait, man. But again, you will get an invitation. Your score is such a good score, man. I'm just waiting for that day when you receive an invitation. You will get a call from me, bro.
Okay, we have a Parul who has said has a question for his friend who filed a non-express entry based PNP profile, got separated with spouse, informed IRCC and divorce petition filed, and no revert back since 3 months.
Hi, Parul. I may need to look into the application to comment better. I don't want to comment something which backfired. So if your friend really want to get an answer, tell them to contact me. I can look into the application, guide them ethically and legally that what's supposed to be the step. but I wanted to refrain from this question just because it can go adverse if I don't know about the proper background. So please reach our office. We will be able to guide you.
Tanya Sharma.
I will just guide you.
Yeah, perfect. Tanya Sharma has a question. I have 1 year of experience as a cook. I have scored 8,777 graduation and another bachelor's degree from back home. I believe I'm falling under CEC criteria and trade. What options do I have?
What's her current job here?
Cook.
Cook. It's a what's that called? It's a scam. By the CIC, by saying cook in a skill past.
Vishnu, poor people. CIC is scamming them, right?
No, what's the name?
Tanya.
Yeah, Tanya. That's like sorry to use the word scam. I supposed to say it's an illusion. Okay. That cook is coming as a skill. Cook, yes, it's supposed to, but it taken out from a trade. When CIC come to that one in the health sector, they just put cook there so that everyone jump back now to the cook. It's good, but now it all depends upon your CRS point. If your CRS point is more than 500, then I would say it's a good thing that okay, you can wait for it. Because even the healthcare, when the draw is coming around 500 plus, cook is the most common knock code. If you're looking into like if I just throw a stone, definitely it will fall on one cook. That's the say right now going in Canada at this point. Because a lot of people are just working in this particular knock code, and that's why you're anticipating, or we all are anticipating the draw to be on a skilled category based on a very high. I was assuming on 480 something last year, like around 4-5 months back. But after the recent draws, I'm saying that it may be around more than 500. So look for some other options too, just to be on safe side. That would be just my take. But again, you can make a better decision.
Okay, we have Matthew Karakuka who's asked, hey, do you think is there a stem draw for the knock code of 22310? That is
again, Matthew, you need to go and check that with the category based expressivity draw. We can put the comment there, and we can put a link in the comment section. Please go and check. I'm a little bit poor with names and numbers, so I don't technically remember those two things. So to be honest, please go and check in the category base and send it is there or not. Sorry for that.
No worries. All right, Vishnu. We have another question from Akshay who's asked, hi Vishnu, I'm on a spousal open work permit and I'm working in Nova Scotia under 41300 with 2 years experience back home. My spouse got a job in the same 41300 in Nova Scotia Health. She also has 1 year of experience. What are our options for the PR?
So yeah, as a social worker basically. So now the point is it depends upon that if you have a good CRS point, you can go under the like a category based express entry draw. If you have an experience from back home, then FSW is possible right away. CEC is the possibility. If you already studied in Nova Scotia, then the Nova Scotia express entry stream you can look for. If not, then also you can apply for the human capital for Ontario. There are a lot of options. But again, it all depends upon your profile, your CRS, your background. All those things make it final that what are the eligibility, how you can apply, and what are the things which you have to consider. So better to look into a document review or the profile review with any immigration firm so that they can review it and they can tell you exactly which pathway you should go and what's the highest probability in that.
Okay. We have a question from Mickey who says, studied master's degree in mechanical engineering. Oh, my dad would have been so proud of you doing masters. Can I get a PR in CEC based on any NOC B 1 year experience, for example, non-mechanical job like a store manager in Rogers?
Okay, so Abhin, sorry to say, but again, this is the last question.
Yeah.
Okay. After this, we need to stop. Please, guys, if there are more questions, we are not answered any questions, please put that in the comment section after we stop this live. Also, put the your best guessing that what would be the next draw coming and what would be the cutoff. If it is closest one to the upcoming draw, you can anticipate or you can expect a call from us for the one free consultation with me. Let's go to the question again and let's conclude after that.
All right.
And please, if you have watched till here, subscribe our channel because that is how my online team is looking into. They are promoting this a lot, making me to work a lot on this. But again, I'll enjoy this. So please, Abhi.
All right. So the question is for Mikis. It says, studied master's degree in mechanical engineering from Windsor. Can I get a PR in CEC based on the NOC B 1 year experience? Like, for example, non-mechanical job like a store manager in Rogers.
Again, depending upon your CRS point, if your CRS point is good, then yes, you can able to go through the CEC. If you have a foreign work experience, then you can go for FSW. But if you're looking for category base, then you need to go through a STEM or any other knock code which is falling under that. Try to always look for a skilled or a priority sector jobs. That is the highest probability. That will make a highest probability to get a PR with a good IELTS score. So that is my recommendation to you, Mike. Okay.
Okay. Parul has a question. When is your next live stream?
We always try to do it every week.
Yeah.
Press the bell icon because whenever we are gonna put a new live or new videos comes, you automatically get a notification. I hope this session was helpful, educative, and gave you a lot of information. Please do support my team who is doing a lot of efforts to bring out a lot of contents, pushing me at midnight, I would say 1:30, to be staying up and doing the live. I really like it, but today Abhin just put that like yesterday. Can we do a live? A lot of people are asking for when would be our next live. So
I mean, I technically wanted to just spare you because it's like your time to be with your parents and family and all. I was like, should we do it? We should not. I was like, what? Let's ask. There's no harm in asking,
When it's for our Can family. Because I said, like, if someone got a good information from this live, I feel myself and my team blessed. So thank you guys. Thank you for watching this whole live till now. Your support matters a lot. Please do like and let Eben know how we did and put a comment there. What is a good thing? What you think we need to improve? Your feedback. It's very valuable for us. Looking forward for a next live next week, Abhin. And yeah, we will post the video somewhere by Wednesday or Thursday. We put the time there, matching to my appointments and everything. So see you in the next live.
All right. So Liam, Parul, Sunit, Blasen, LK, Bishwas, Nikhil, Neha. Guys, put your questions in the comment section after the live. Our team will get back to you, hopefully with an answer that you guys are looking for.
Definitely. All the answers, all the questions which you put on our social media, 102%, we don't ignore any of the questions. You will get an answer for sure. So after this live is stopped, put that, copy paste the question, put that on a live, you will definitely get an answer.
All right. Thank you so much.
And see you in the next live.
See you in the next live. Thank you so much, Vishnu. Thank you guys for staying up all this time. You guys have a great weekend. Enjoy the weather. It's pretty cool outside.
It's pretty hot here now.
Yeah, enjoy the hot weather over there, Vishnu. That's everything from.
It's like it suddenly started to be hot at this point. Guys, it's midnight.
We forgot one more thing. One important announcement. All those for people. I believe you guys saw our last monthly offer, which we had was for the PGWP application. This month, we have a special offer for all the people who are following us on our web pages. We're going to put the condition and everything, but we have an offer coming up for visitor record. I know a lot of our clients who have done consultations and who have been part of us, their work permits and all are expiring. They just want a couple of months as an extension. Visitor record, good option. Could be a good option, but yeah, definitely. There is an offer coming up for that, so look out for it. It'll be in our website. All of our offers, everything is gonna be on the website. Make sure you don't miss it out. Any other updates? I think that's it.
Okay, so the offer will be posted on the social media or Instagram or Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So please do subscribe or follow our channel. We usually post some kind of offers every month. But if there is any offer which you like that to be coming in upcoming months, put that comment also so that Abhin and his team can look into it. Definitely, we want to support our Can family with an application. But like I said, we don't want it to go in a very rush to say that no sign up because we are very selective with the application. We go with very limited number of applications. If any simple application is there, I would be honest to tell you how to do it by yourself during the consultation itself. But again, if you really wanted taking our assistance, then these offers will be definitely helpful. Like Abhin proposed me, so definitely I agree for that because a lot of people are asking for the offer on this particular application visitor record. So it's coming up. So on our website, it's already up, but on our social media page, it will be coming up soon.
And we have a vlog part 2. I hope you guys enjoyed the first vlog of our Ottawa trip. There's another part 2 coming up with more. Pretty cool. I don't want to spoil it, but it's a pretty cool experience. It was a good experience. So there's a part 2 coming up tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. If it's, I know it's a completely different genre from what we do, but we want to just explore the options.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So to Can family, to be very honest, we are not just doing immigration. Like it's a vibe. So we really wanted to make immigration, and we need to be connect with you guys. It's not just like okay, no, we are just doing an immigration application. We are a good team. We have a good number of our Can family followers. So we mingle with everyone, and that's how we vibe and we spread the positivity. So thank you for being a part of this live, and thank you for your support. So thank you, Abin, for staying up on the weekend and making me up to have this live. All credit goes to you, man. You're really awesome.
The team. Good to the team. Good job, guys. Good job.
And Azad, the back of the whole stream, online, everything is managed by him. So Azad, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Many wishes, bhai. You're always in my prayers, man. Stay blessed.
All right, everybody. That's it. That's a wrap for now. Asad, where you taking me like for the treats? I'm all ready. The live is done. Vishnu will send you photos. Like, he will send you photos. All right, everybody.
Party after wishing there.
All right, bye. That's a wrap, everybody. Thank you so much for staying along.